And now for a taste of things to come.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Simply Reliable Studios watch-along presentation as we are here for GCW Express Lane, which can be found on the Triller TV app. I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams, here to kick things off this evening. My partner in crime, the Canadian King of Food, will be along shortly. He's having a couple of personal issues at the house right now, but as soon as he gets that all rectified and taken care of, he will be here for the show. See here, looks like I've got to upload some stuff into the room that I wasn't expecting, so we'll try and take care of that here really quickly. There we go. Looks like we're going to be starting things off with this late change match. This was added a couple of days ago. It was originally supposed to be the Heavenly Assassins versus Busta and the Brain for the GCW tag team titles, but it was changed to Gringo, Loco, and Vengador versus the Heavenly Assassins. Forgive me, I'm fooling around with some of these things real quick. Mess with it a little bit more once Nick gets here. But how is everybody doing this evening? Are you guys ready for some more independent wrestling watch-along coverage here from the Simply Reliable Studios? Looks like it's going to be Vengador starting things off for his team. And forgive me, I am unfamiliar with the Heavenly Assassins. Let's see if I can catch the commentary team telling me who is who here without getting so loud that it gets picked up on the microphone. Almost got somebody on each one of the platforms we're on right now. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. Good fast-paced action. Nice leapfrog from the member of the Heavenly Assassins, taunting Vengador here in the early goings. Head scissors takeover to Vengador, and a little bit of lucha maneuvering being used against the luchador. Great fake kip up there when Gringo Loco comes in. Atomic drop. Other member of the Heavenly Assassins with a nice blockbuster springboarding off the middle rope. Heavenly Assassins showing why they are hot here in the Maryland area. We are in the MCW Arena, which I believe is Maryland Championship Wrestling. Double tope suicida over the top there from the Heavenly Assassins, taking out Gringo Loco and Vengador on the outside. The crowd is hot for these four men in the early goings. Springboard into a cutter. Vengador catches him though. Drop kick by Vengador to the other member of the Heavenly Assassins. Nice assisted cutter from Gringo Loco and Vengador there. Not quite at 3D. More of a face buster into the cutter there. Vengador now dishing it out to the other member. And chopping this guy in the corner of the ring here. Vengador gets a 2 count here. Vengador with the tag into Gringo Loco. Double Irish whip. And this member of the Heavenly Assassins holds onto the ropes to block it. Nice elbow smash to Vengador. Runs into Gringo. Gringo sets it up for the backslide. Super kick by Vengador. Kind of a reverse angle slam here from Gringo Loco. Goes for the pinfall. Gets 2. And the other member of the Heavenly Assassins comes in to break it up. What's going on, Safet? Good to see you. I apologize to everybody here in the early goings. I am decent enough at commentary, but I am nowhere near good enough to where I can Joey Styles this stuff. Really struggling without somebody here to assist me. But I'm sure Nick will be along momentarily. Give me a second, Walter. I'll DM you. All right, I just messaged you, Walter, because I don't want to put it out over the air. Vengador in with the clothesline, tags Gringo Loco. Setting this member of the Heavenly Assassins up on the top turnbuckle. Gringo Loco climbing up to the middle rope, trying to get the crowd into it here. Trying to set him up for a superplex, but the member of the Heavenly Assassins is blocking, countering. Vengador still trying to get this superplex. Headbutt sends Vengador down to the mat. Gringo Loco and Vengador up. Nice corkscrew plancha there from the member of the Heavenly Assassins. Take out both Gringo Loco and Vengador here. Referee checking on all three men. This member of the Heavenly Assassins trying desperately to get to his partner. He's got that advantage, gets the hot tag. Here he comes. Forearms shivers to Gringo Loco, back elbow, swiping leg sweep. Nice spinning kick to the back of Gringo's head. Gringo backed into the corner. He comes charging in. Misses his attack. Gringo gets out of the way. Nice takeover to Harris there. Gets a 2 count. Gringo kicks out. Ducks the clothesline. Springboard corkscrew to pinfall attempt here. Gets a 2 count on Gringo. Gringo tags in Vengador. Vengador right in with a super kick. Backs him into the corner. Irish whip reversal sends Vengador into the corner. Vengador jumps on the middle rope. The other member of the Heavenly Assassins comes in. Nice powerbomb maneuver there. Springboarding off the middle rope, taking Vengador down. Vengador is no small man. Knee strike to the chin of Vengador. And the Heavenly Assassins get a tag. Springboard into a frog splash from the legal man. Double stack cover, but Gringo Loco comes in and breaks it up. Gringo sends one member into the corner, but he backs away. Gringo gets the boot up as he charges in. Jumping forearm smash rocks Gringo as he's sitting on the top turnbuckle here. Heavenly Assassins with ill intentions here. What is this guy thinking? Headbutt rocks Gringo, still perched up here. Curious what they're going to go for. Gringo up to the top. Spanish fly from Gringo connects. Handspring into the cutter by the other member of the Heavenly Assassins. Drops Gringo. Vengador off the ropes. Handspring cutter of his own. And Vengador, the only man standing here, trying to get Gringo Loco back up to his feet. Sit out powerbomb from Gringo. Rebounds off the middle rope, rolls him through to Vengador. Vengador with a huge driver. Gringo with the pin. There's one, there's two. It is academic here. Gringo Loco and Vengador with the victory over the Heavenly Assassins. Huge W here in the opening contest for Gringo, Loco, and Vengador. Show of respect between partners. Now we're going to a highlight package from Gringo Loco's World on Lucha from the GCW Collective in Las Vegas, one of the many shows that we attended. While they show that, we will take a moment and run our watch along trailer. We will be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And of course, we here at the Simply Reliable Studios embrace, encompass, promote, cover, and provide watch-alongs for all the wrestling, as Safet says in the chat. So we've got an impromptu 6-person tag here with a bunch of local talent. And we got Junie Underwood, Flying Ryan, and BK Westbrook taking on this trio of local talent here. Familiar with Junie, familiar with Flying Ryan, not familiar with BK Westbrook. Probably another local star they wanted to get onto the card here. GCW known for that, giving local wrestlers an opportunity to shine as they travel to these different events and cities. Looks like Junie Underwood is going to start it for the one team. Collar elbow tie up here to start things off. Nice wrist lock from the local talent here. Junie Underwood with the roll through. Keeps rolling, rolling, rolling. And now strutting, showing some of Junie's arrogance there. The local talent giving up his wrist to Junie, not a good idea. Huge springboard off the top rope into an arm drag from this local competitor. Leapfrog over Junie. Junie rolls over him. And then Junie with a Meiji look. Huge standing drop kick here. Sending Junie into the local talent corner. And Tag brings in one of these other local guys. Chop to Junie. And another chop. Irish whip from one turnbuckle post. Counter reversed. Nice wrist lock from this competitor. Junie going for the rolls again. Bridges. Chop of his own. And a tag to BK Westbrook. BK Westbrook in fire with some clotheslines. Irish whip reversed. Fake through. Roll under into a kip up into a head scissors. Local guy was going for a pump kick, but BK was able to duck under and get a neck breaker there. BK sliding through the legs of this local guy. Double clothesline attempt. BK springboards into a double elbow and a kip up. BK has the local competitor in his own corner. Junie Underwood comes in. Nice running kick to the local competitor. Flying Ryan in now. Going for a poetry in motion of sorts. Tag back into BK Westbrook. Irish whip sends him into BK. Huge scoop slam by BK Westbrook. Springboard off the middle rope. Lion salt from BK. Goes for the cover. Shoots the half. Only a 2 count. BK Westbrook reverses the Irish whip. Local guy goes up and over. Shoves BK into a boot. Spinning side slam. The other local guy comes in. Little senton splash onto BK. Gets a 2 count. Trying to assert his dominance over BK. Rake of the back. Going for here. Local guy has BK up. Torture rack position. BK comes down off of it. Trying to dive for a tag, but he gets caught. Ducks the clothesline, gets the tag into Junie Underwood. Junie comes in with a big boot. Looked like he was going for a dragon suplex, but the local guy got out of it. There we go. Nice spring dragon suplex, bouncing the local guy off the ropes. Local guy shoves Junie into the ropes, gets a knee to the back from his tag partner. And now we got Amy Rose on the ring apron here trying to distract the referee as the local guys really take it to Junie. Hook of the leg, gets to, Junie kicks out. Junie in the wrong part of town here as the local competitors really kind of gain up on him. Pinfall attempt. Junie kicks out at 2. Another lion salt from this local competitor. Hooks the leg, gets a 2 count. Junie kicks out again. Local talent really staying on top of Junie at this point. Both members of Junie's team are down. This is their opportunity to really get a big dub here in GCW. Goes for a pin attempt, gets 2. Junie kicks out again. Sleeper hold applied to Junie at this point. Referee in position, seeing if Junie wants to give up. Finally, Flying Ryan is on the ring apron. Looks like BK is just about there as well. Desperation stunner by Junie. Junie really needs to try to get the tag here. Kicks this local guy off of him. Turns over, dives to Flying Ryan, who springboards in. Flying Ryan takes out the opposition on their corner. Nice double chop, drops, and now forearm smash. Flying Ryan in control here. Up and over. Local competitors sent over the top rope here. Flying Ryan going to fly now. Springs over the top rope. Flying crossbody from Flying Ryan. Gets the tag to Junie. Junie coming in. Setting him up on the turnbuckle. Elevated powerbomb maybe? Oh, what do we got here? A little double team action. Blockbuster powerbomb. Flying Ryan hooks the leg, gets 2. Pinfall gets broken up. Do-si-do and around we go. Junie gets sent to the outside. Flying Ryan in with a forearm smash. Another one. Flying Ryan able to duck the forearms from the local competitor. Huge power suplex there from this local guy. BK comes in with the super kick. Suplex of his own. Another super kick from the local competitor. Followed by a vertical suplex. Junie in with a nice step-up kick. Into a vertical suplex. Bicycle kick connects to Junie. And a vertical suplex. So the move of this match is the vertical suplex. Spin kick from Flying Ryan. Looked like he was going for a vertical suplex. Everybody's setting up for the triple suplex spot. Question is which team's going to get it. And the local competitors end up eating the triple suplex from BK, Junie, and Flying Ryan. Big collision center of the ring. Junie getting up on the outside. Flying Ryan, BK, two members of the local competitors down. BK set up for something here. Huge offense here from the local competitors trying to take out BK Westbrook. Hook the leg. There's one. There's two. There's three. The local talent just beat BK Westbrook, Junie Underwood, and Flying Ryan. Huge W for these guys who I'm assuming are local MCW talent in their home arena on a massive stage like a GCW stage. Good on them. Now we're going back to Atlantic City, New Jersey this past March. Vipress took on John Wayne Murdoch in a huge death match that not only earned John Wayne Murdoch's respect, but he gave Vipress his spot in the TOS, Tournament of Survival. This was brutal. Huge matchup here. Again, apologies for the fact that I'm solo. I'm beating the trailer to death, but I am going to run it one more time here. We will be right back.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And again, as stated earlier, we are all about, we encompass, we embrace, we support, we do watch alongs for, we cover all the wrestling. And without any further hesitation,
All the wrestling.
hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Everything good?
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Are you looking at Vipress right now?
I am.
Okay, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, everything's good. I'm gonna be not on camera because I'm also stuffing my face at the same time. So
All right, well, hopefully, as soon as you're done stuffing your face, you can bring it on camera.
yeah, I will, for sure. So how's the show been so far? Sorry, guys, I've been my dog has been
it's been all
humping my
right.
leg all night, and I couldn't just get it off.
No worries. Yeah, it's been
Right,
okay
Marley?
so far.
You humped the leg? Yeah, you're right.
Good opening contest. You know, a lot of talents I haven't been too familiar with. A lot of local talents. This match, though, the first one where I've known both competitors involved. Obviously, Vipress been a mainstay here of GCW for a minute. Kerry Morton. You can see Kerry on Juggalo Championship Wrestling. You can see him in the National Wrestling Alliance. Son of the legendary Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express. This is a good kid. Like he's an asshole, you know. He's a heel, but like this is a good kid. Like I look forward to seeing what the future brings to this guy because he's got a shadow, you know. But his dad was primarily a tag team wrestler, and he's a singles wrestler. So that right there almost makes it easy to break out, as long as you don't suck.
And that's interesting. The fact that his dad is Kerry Morton, that is a single predominantly. The Midnight Express was cut his music.
You know, he's technically gifted in the ring. He's good looking. He's got all the tools. He's already getting shut the fuck up chance, and he's barely spoken.
I was gonna say he's really over with the crowd.
Calling himself a real professional wrestler. Generational talent.
Copyright bullshit.
Kerry refusing to have a hardcore death match, something that Vipress has become known for here lately. We just saw the footage of her and John Wayne Murdoch from earlier this year. Kerry telling the ref to get rid of the weapons. Kerry's even telling Emil to give the referee a hand in getting rid of the weapons. There wasn't even that much in the ring, like a couple of doors and some steel chairs. Like,
yeah.
What are you scared of?
But this is interesting the way he did that. Like he's very on the mic. He's very commanding.
Saying he's gonna whoop Vipress's ass and embarrass anybody that thinks that she's actually got a shot against someone against him.
So how long do you think in the match do we get our first weapon spot? Because they're gonna come and use a weapon.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. But we're gonna build to it. We're gonna scientifically build to it because that's what Kerry is. He's an old school wrestler, right? Like he's the son of Ricky Morton. He comes from that old school mentality where it's not that he's opposed to it, but you've got to make it make sense. You've got to build to it. He's not just going to give it to you for free at the outset. Make it make sense. To my knowledge, these two have never fought before. So why are we going to start the match with weaponry? Nice head scissors takedown by Vipress here in the early going. Off the ropes. Nice pump kick there. Sends Morton to the outside. Vipress trying to get the crowd into it here.
Been really impressed with Viper. She really had a standout weekend at Mania Week.
Oh, 100%. She's me and Walter's MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every time you saw her, she was on the move. There was no time for her to stop and, bask in everything. She didn't have any merch set up because she was always going from one show to the next. Like, she did not have the time. She was in that much demand. And you see, to your point, you wondered how long. She's already throwing stuff back in. She just brought a cookie sheet in, kicked the chairs in, and now Kerry's got one of those chairs, using it to his advantage right to the midsection of Vipress.
There you go.
Kerry off the ropes and just basically teabags her. Disrespectful cover.
Who's on the call tonight with the show? Is that Veda?
I believe it is. Veda and Emil.
Fuck, Veda. Like, yo, can you come and come hang out? Like, fuck.
She's too busy, man. You should have seen her in Vegas.
Another one. She was everywhere in Vegas. Dude, I wish. I wish it was.
We know.
Sorry?
That you had been there, we know.
Listen, I get it.
We will never get over the fuck yous that you gave us. Huge springboard suplex there from Kerry Morton to Vipress. That's an old prisoner move right there. I used to use that shit when I wrestled.
Back in my day.
Well, I'm just saying, that's some shit I used to do. I would do it to Three Amigos. I would do the first two, then I'd do the springboard for the third. Add that extra little bit of oomph to it.
Wrestling psychology in the mind of JJ.
Well, I mean, you figure if you're lucky enough to get all Three Amigos off, you've already got them beat down by the second one.
Yeah, for sure.
The springboard just adds that extra little bit of flair, that Guerrero flash to it. You know what I mean? Kind of shows and asserts your dominance. Because one would assume that by the third, you're getting pretty tired also from having to hoof this person over twice in a row. But that's where the springboard comes into your advantage as well. You get that little bit of bounce to help assist you in that third one.
Yeah.
Again, to your point, ring psychology.
And it's funny that you mentioned ring psychology with the amount of interviews.
Let me just cut you off right there. No ring psychology in that barrage of chops from Vipress. That was just, let me beat the shit out of you, you little fucker.
That was a definite, Eddie Kingston. Da, 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 da. Ooh, headbutt.
Nice side belly to back suplex there.
Like I was saying,
another disrespectful cover, just sticking his junk in her face while he puts his leg over her throat for the pinfall there. Only gets two. But go ahead. You were saying all these interviews?
No, I'm just saying the fact that we talked a lot about ring psychology. When we had the Pat, Connor, and Rory, the fact that they were talking about ring psychology, and a lot of the interviews that we did, a lot of the girls talked about ring psychology.
Mm-hmm.
Cheap plug. Go watch our
I
interviews.
I feel like ring psychology is something that's missing in a lot of independent wrestling.
Yeah.
And you see it in spurts in some of these people, like a Kerry Morton here, who is kind of raised the old school because of his dad.
Mm-hmm.
But like en masse, if you watch an independent show, I feel like in-ring psychology is lacking because for the most part, and it's one of the things that Charles Mason alluded to with his tweet, you don't really need in-ring psychology when it's dream matches. When it's just a promotion throwing together these first ever matches just because they want to see them.
Yeah.
You don't need a whole lot of ring psychology. But if you're going to build an overarching feud and you tell a story and you've got people that are getting match after match, rep after rep against each other, like the examples I brought up when we talked to the Symphony guys, Punk and Cabana, Claudio and Hero back in the day before they formed the Kings of Wrestling. When you've got people putting in those type of reps against each other and wrestling in every city, taking that match everywhere they can get booked, you're going to develop psychology because how do I make this match different from the last 15?
Yep, you're absolutely right. And we got Vipress going off right now.
Oh, dude, Vipress, look, I've been impressed with Vipress from the jump. It's taken me a little while to come around to the woman behind Vipress because the few times that I saw her prior to Vegas, she was really standoffish. She almost has that old school mindset where she doesn't want to talk to the fans because she doesn't want to let people behind the curtain. But at the same time, you have to remember on this level, your fans are your everything. If your fans don't support you, you don't get booked. If your fans don't buy your merchandise, you don't make that extra money. Ooh, spear to the referee. Right. The door didn't even break. Great move by Morton there, getting out of the way. So I've had a little bit of an issue with the woman behind Vipress because she comes off as very cold and standoffish.
Yeah.
But I earned a lot more respect for the woman behind Vipress in Vegas when Walter would say something to her and she took the moment to acknowledge the fact that, like, we realized how busy she was and that's why she wasn't able to give more than she could.
Yeah.
So just that little bit of acknowledgement went a long way. Kerry trying the low blow, but Vipress shaking her head like, you realize I don't have that part, right? Like, it don't hurt me like it do to you, homie. Vipress going for her belt here. She about to spank Kerry the way that Ricky did back in the day. I don't know. I think Kerry might enjoy that from Vipress, though. I'm not sure. Thumb to the eye. And Kerry lowering his knee pad here. Has her in her sights. Looked like he was going for a Sicko knee of sorts. Spear by Vipress puts Kerry through the door. Oh, hey, buddy, I can see your face now.
Yeah, I took a break from the eating.
Vipress dragging Kerry back center of the ring. Referee getting back up, hooks the leg. Referee saying he's not going to count, though, because she tried to spear him through the table.
What? What the? Oh, ring the bell.
Well, she did, though, because remember, Kerry pulled the ref into the way, and Vipress speared the referee into the door. The winner of the match by disqualification Kerry Morton. Wow. Kerry calling her a dumb bitch, saying that she cost herself the match. Now, see, this could be building to something here. Oh, now the referee's calling Emil back. Emil's asking for the microphone back from Kerry. Referee is asking for a second look. Getting an instant replay here. And there you see Kerry pulling the referee into the way. Kerry saying that's AI. Take a look at it again.
It's the same angle, Veda. That's okay.
Looks like the referee is reversing the decision. Yep. The winner of the match by disqualification is Vipress. But again, this could end up being like something more that builds up here, because how often do you see GCW doing a disqualification victory?
You don't, and it's weird seeing it.
It is, but if there's going to be something more to come from this, then I'm here for it, because again, we just totally put these two over big time, and we talked about psychology. You can really build some stuff coming off of this. You know, how Kerry didn't want the weapons. The weapons got involved anyways. And he used a weapon, the door, in an attempt to try to get a victory here by pulling the ref into it, and it ended up costing him. So now you can end up building to something deeper here. Like, I don't think Kerry's going to be in something like Tournament of Survival. That's a deathmatch tournament. But I could see this building over the next couple of months. Maybe to Homecoming Atlantic City or Homecoming LA, finally getting some kind of payoff like we built up Effie and Allie, you know? I could see this really turning into something, and I hope it does, because both of these two are ones to watch in the coming years. And you see Kerry just now put that chair down. Like, for as adamant as he was about no weapons, he sure was holding on to that weapon for a while. Now he's just pacing back and forth at the top of the entrance ramp as we go to a highlight reel here.
Okay. I'll let it play out. Ooh, Manders. Fucking
Manders versus Gabby Forza, the Nomi, part of the pre-show here at the Jersey Championship Wrestling show. Home opener, it was called, that they had just a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago actually. And Manders put Gabby over big time on social media afterwards.
Did he?
He picked up the dub here, but he put her over big time.
Manders is built like a train. Feels like once that train gets out of the station, it's just a runaway freight train.
For sure. Dude, they just announced some of the people that are coming out here for the next LA show, and they've got the Cowboy Way coming out here.
Oh.
Like, I've seen Manders a few times solo, but I've never had the opportunity to see, the Cowboy Way, like, together, really. Because, I mean, they fought each other at the Wednesday night show because PCO no-showed. And then aside from like the little stint in the clusterfuck, like I don't think they really teamed together at any of the shows I was at.
Ooh, on the steel horse I ride.
We're going into Manders' match here now.
One head. I remember when Hangman used to come out in chaps. Young Hangman.
Definitely a decision.
Mm-hmm. Is that a fucking toilet bowl ring on his neck?
It's the brass ring. But it does look like a plunger base or some shit. But it's the brass ring that he won at Spring Break. Getting him a title opportunity whenever he wants, and it looks like he's getting it at the Reign of Dreams, Field of Dreams inspired show in Iowa.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense. You think Iowa, you think the cornfields, you think about a cowboy.
Yeah. Just want to give everybody an update. The Toronto Raptors are leading after the half. Did you see? Okay, I know we're waiting for Bojack to come out. Did you? Okay, listen.
That is a big boy.
Yeah, Bojack, will fuck kill you.
Hold on a second. We just had Stat Boy pop in, which is unexpected. What's up, Stat Boy?
Let's go Raptors.
Let's go Raptors.
Fuck
Toronto.
Ohio.
Hello, Canadian.
Yeah, you've only got one team left and you should become a Montreal fan because right now nothing's happening in that game either.
Nothing. Oh, really? Hey.
Nothing's happening. No score going into the third.
That game is gonna be a tight game regardless. So.
But I just wanted to pop in, see how you guys were doing, check in, all that good stuff,
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Looks like Bojack is somebody from Deadlock Pro. It says Deadlock on the back of his vest there.
Maybe.
And Deadlock Pro being a deceased company at this point.
I will say if the Raptors games go to Game 7, Statboy, I'm on the call with you on that one.
Okay.
Depends what else is going on. I'm not going to say no because I'm all about, coverage and whatnot. But like, if there's a more important game that is on at the same time, then obviously we won't be able to do it. Hockey has kind of been the bread and butter.
How about them Ducks?
How about them Ducks indeed?
Wow.
Congratulations on the Oilers getting eliminated.
Listen, to me, it just with the Oilers getting eliminated, and not even just eliminated, but the fashion in which game 6 happened. I would be worried for Oiler fans in regards to McDavid. Just saying.
God damn it, Walter. Duck off.
Dude, they dominated the first period. I know this is wrestling, but dominated the first period. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, the Oilers never really recovered after that first period. Bojack backing Manders into the corner here and giving a nice clean break, showing that respect to the one called Manders. But yeah, I'm all down for the Raptors game to be covered as long as there's not anything more important.
No.
You know, like I was saying, the Stanley Cup takes precedent if there's a Game 7 for the Stanley Cup and it's the same time as the Raptors, then unfortunately the Raptors get bumped.
Sorry, Rapt. It's okay.
But, you know,
Hey,
if
don't
we
worry, I'll keep you updated and we'll see what's going on. I got about 90 seconds before the third period, so have a good call the rest of your show.
Is there a game on tonight, late game on there, Stat Boy?
the Lakers are on Lakers Rockets.
Game 7?
Game 6.
Game 6.
Elimination game?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. If
But
this
it's
is
on
done in
Prime
time,
Video, and I don't have that.
I have Prime Video.
I love the delay here. I'm answering and then Mikey's answering.
Oh.
And then Nick is responding to Mikey's answer like he didn't even hear me.
All I'm saying is if you need somebody to be on the call for that, I can do it. So just let me know.
Well,
You have my
Mikey is
blessing.
going
I'm
to
doing
bed.
This one, and then I'm done for the night.
There you go.
I have work tomorrow.
We've
All right,
got
I'm
this
out.
and we've got House of Glory afterwards. So if you want to keep doing House of Glory with Walter and I, then you're free to.
We got Hog after. I thought Hog is the same time.
No, Hog's West Coast. This is East Coast. Bye, Mikey.
True. Bye, Mikey. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Hog is West Coast, so it's 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 Eastern. So in theory, this will end and then Hog will begin.
Okay, I might join with you guys. I'm not sure yet.
At least for like the first match or two, you know.
Let me see.
I've already told Walter he may have to call the beginning without me, just depending on how long this goes.
Yeah.
But I'll be there as soon as this ends. So at
Fuck
least he knows.
Bojack is fucking like
Beefy.
no. Oh no, I wasn't gonna say it. Like this guy, like giving it to Manders.
Yeah.
It's like Emil just said. His body's already red.
Walter brought up, you know, imagine Bojack versus Stackhouse.
Book it. So you want to know something crazy while we're watching this match? So remember how if you guys go and you check out our interview with Rory and the gang, remember how they said they wanted to do Pro Wrestling Symphony at an orchestra in a symphony?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, shout out to Winnipeg Pro Wrestling because they just did that.
There you go.
And I tagged Rory when I saw it. I'm like, yo, y'all have to see this because this is crazy.
Manders charging in, catches a boot there from Bojack.
Ooh. Big boot.
Nice suplex there from Bojack. Manders took all of it. You see him now grabbing the back of his head. Even Scarlett Donovan on the floor is like, You okay, bruh? You good? You good, homie? Need two Tylenol? An ice pack? Something?
I miss Noah. I know it's really random to say. I don't know, just watching wrestling. I miss Noah. Miss you, Noah.
Well, Noah will be holding down the shenanigans tomorrow, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, at least until I can get home from work. So,
Woo-hoo.
huge chop there from the one called Manders. Huge scoop slam from Bojack. Bojack off the ropes. Senton splash.
Oh, no.
there.
Oh. Ooh.
That is a lot of man landing on Manders. And Manders is no small boy himself. He is definitely a hoss. But Bojack is at least 1.5 the size of Manders. Gets a 2 count off that senton. Look at this again. Just
All this, that's all the body weight. I like this though. This is a slower pace, very methodical. You don't have those high flying spots, which is nice.
That's what a big man match should be. You know, whenever we get these big, meaty men slapping meat type of matches, that's what it should be. It's more slow, methodical, because I'm not saying they can't do it, but these aren't the type of dudes that you're going to see doing moonsaults and shit.
No. Ooh, big uppercut.
Pulls Manders up into position, fall away slam from Bojack, and then Bojack just flexes. A little bit of arrogance there. You don't want to be that arrogant with someone as seasoned as Manders. Manders saying, fuck you, come on, bring it.
Oof.
I don't know if you want to taunt somebody the size of Bojack, though, either. For as seasoned as Manders is, that seems like almost a rookie mistake to try to taunt someone that size.
No.
Huge slam off the rope, goes for another senton. Manders tries to roll out of the way. Bojack catches the back of Manders. Not sure if that was better or worse. Hooks the leg, gets a 2 count from referee Scarlett Donovan, does Bojack. Bojack saying that's it. Going to be going for his move here. Hoists him up. Manders wiggles free. DDT to Bojack. Bojack back up first. Couple of chops from Manders to Bojack. Back in Bojack into the corner. It's repeated chops. Bojack pushes Manders off. Bojack gets caught with a big old clothesline from Manders. Manders is looking to use that lariato that he uses to put away his opponents here on Bojack. That is his end game here. Manders trying to slam Bojack.
Wants to slam.
Bojack is just too big, though. They're really building this like Andre Hogan. When Manders finally gets him up for that big slam, this room's going to come alive. Watch.
Yeah.
There's the German. Goes for the pin attempt. There's one.
I wish it was a little bit louder. Maybe that's just because my... This is a very nice change of pace with no weapons and plunder and stuff.
Mm-hmm. As Zemo likes to call it, fuckery. To my point, there's a moonsault from Manders. Yeah, not to say they can't do it, but they're not the type that you would expect to see doing it. And what is Bojack going to do? He's climbing up now.
Bojack?
I hope these ropes are reinforced. Going for a huge splash. Manders moves out of the way. Ooh.
You tired, buddy?
Little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Got up earlier today than I have been pretty much since I got home from Vegas. Had to go run errands, do laundry and shit.
Vegas.
There's only one day that I got up earlier than today since I've been home.
Mm. Oh, Vegas. Vegas.
And it's been such a relaxed day, even with the errands. Like the adrenaline never really got up and going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when you get up and you go to work and you got to get in that work environment, the energy starts flowing because you're doing stuff. Like I literally got up, went and did laundry, came back, put laundry away, and then just kind of relaxed until this. So like there was never really the adrenaline flowing like there is for these two individuals trading shots in the center
They're
of the
just
ring.
going back and forth. But
Manders looked like he was going to start taunting for that lariat. Now Bojack taunting for a lariat. Ooh, Manders caught him from the knees. Now Manders getting ready to go full tilt here, if you will. Manders off the ropes. Bojack counters. Back elbow smash. Forearm smash. Bojack off the ropes. Clothesline drops Manders.
ooh,
Goes for the pin. There's two. Manders kicks out.
do we know anybody in Boston?
Pop a power bomb from Bojack. Gets two. Kick out.
Fucking Manders. You know, you look at some of these people, and you're just like, I wish you were in a bigger. Like, imagine Manders in like AEW or like Ring of Honor.
How did I know you were going to go with the Tony Khan promotions?
No, I mean, because I feel like he doesn't.
Imagine Manders in TNA.
TNA, okay, TNA. I'll give you TNA. I was gonna say I can't see Manders in like NXT or WWE. I can see him in TNA though. TNA, yes. I think I'd say TNA before AEW actually.
Manders, huge driver off the top rope there, hooks Bojack's legs, but a kick out at one.
They're really giving this match time. Jesus.
Manders goes for the clothesline, but he can't take the big man down. Goes for it again. Can't take the big man down. Third time, Bojack bypasses it. Gets him again. Now, finally, Manders drops Bojack with his lariat. There's two, and there's three. Manders gets the dub.
Is that Manders' like finisher, just like the lariat?
Yeah, because he's such an old school wrestler. He goes for the lariat.
Should be like
Stan Hansen.
And JBL, no?
Well, JBL got it from Stan Hansen, but yes, the Texas Cowboy using the lariat gimmick, yes.
Good match. Very good
Definitely.
match. Very, very good match. Different pace.
Mm-hmm.
Very hard hitting, but I liked it. And
Yeah,
you can
definitely.
see that they're
They didn't just want to squash Bojack. They wanted to protect him.
yeah, and also they're
Manders
obviously putting
extending
shine on
his hands
Manders,
here.
right?
Well, you've got to.
Yeah.
You know, GCW isn't the type that's going to give you this title opportunity wherever you want it and then have you lose until you cash it in.
Mm-hmm.
Handshake and an embrace between both competitors. Manders raises Bojack's arm before exiting the ring, leaving the ring to Bojack. Awesome show of respect here by the brass ring winner. But yeah, it's like GCW is the type of company that'll put Manders over on the way to the title. They may have him lose the big title match, but they're going to keep building him as a huge contender for down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like WWE often will give someone money in the bank and then they'll lose just about every match they have until they finally cash the briefcase in.
Yeah.
You know, and get that big, oh my God, they won reaction because they cashed in at the opportune time.
Mm-hmm.
And to Manders and GCW's credit, like he's already called his shot. He's picked his match. Atticus has more than enough opportunity to prepare for Manders.
How was this match? Must have been crazy being there live.
Again, what you have to remember about the spring break show is that I'm in that mass you see standing up from that camera angle.
I can't. What are you
Like
talking about?
Okay, so when you see how they show the entrance ring here,
Yeah, I see it.
when they cut and they show in that camera angle from the hard cam side, where like the merch stand is opposite the entrance ring, I'm standing in that mass because there were so many people that wanted to see this show. There was nowhere to sit on the bleachers.
Yeah.
Plus, this is the show where we were talking to Rory and Pat for a good chunk of it as well. Not to rub that in any more than it already has been, but like this was the show where we actually first introduced ourselves to them in person.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So we're like talking to them a lot, talking to Ed, talking to Kaya. So we saw very little of this actual show and match. Like I still need to go back and watch it on TV. Like I can say I was there, but I can't tell you anything that really happened.
Yeah.
Like I know everybody went nuts when Foley's music hit and he came out during the Invisible Man match.
Mm-hmm.
Another person I was talking to during this show just got back into the ring there, Amanda. Trying to network with Amanda Huber to possibly get her and Brody on for an interview.
That'd be awesome. Before you continue, speaking of a match, I don't know why it just kind of clicked before we get to this match. I want to send prayers out to Rebel.
Yes.
Because what she's going through, she
ALS
needs all the love that she can get. So please.
ALS sucks, and it's a terminal disease. Like there is no cure for it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy because Lou Gehrig suffered from ALS. It's called Lou Gehrig's disease.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you would think in the years since Lou Gehrig, something would have been found. Yeah. And here we are, 80 years later and nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I saw her video today. It was.
So did I. And Rebel's not the only one that's going through it. There's another gentleman on the wrestling scene, not as well known as Rebel, Jeff Cannonball. Okay. Independent wrestler, deathmatch wrestler, got inducted into the Deathmatch Hall of Fame last year at TOS. Has been fighting ALS for a couple of years.
Yep.
His wife, formerly known as Tara Calloway, was a Wild champion, the promotion that Jeff used to work for. That was an all-women's promotion.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually have a little bit of history with Tara. She actually just dropped a children's book today.
That's awesome.
About dealing with ALS. Because there's a lot of material out there for spouses and family and partners, but there was nothing geared toward a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So she dropped a book, and give me a second, I'll get the exact title, but it actually ties to Lou Gehrig. It's like My Friend Lou or something like that, because he was the first major person that suffered from it.
Yep. Another person that suffered from it was McSteamy. I forgot the actor's name. He was a doctor on Grey's Anatomy, and he suffered it, and that was heartbreaking. It's a real deal. So yeah, prayers to Rebel. Hopefully, everybody can send their love.
Friends with Lou is what it's called.
Okay.
Let me just save this image. It's her X banner. And I'll throw it in here. Can bring it up. Apologies in advance. It's not YouTube formatted because it's X formatted.
Mm-hmm.
And get your heads out of the gutter. Not the naughty X, but Twitter X.
Oh, that's
He had
awesome.
already written one, My Daddy is a Wrestler, about her husband, Jeff Cannonball. And then, like I said, she just dropped today, Friends with Lou.
That's
and
awesome.
You can go to the website there. You can order it in hardback, paperback, digital. I'm sure there's autographed copies available. Samantha, GUERRIERO.com.
Guerrero.
Well, I didn't want to say Guerrero because usually when people think Guerrero, they don't think of the I. It's GUERRERO. So that's why I spelled it, because there's that I before the last E.
Yes.
So, but just go to that website, purchase the books. All the proceeds go towards the hospital bills and the medical bills that the family is accumulating, trying to keep Jeff as comfortable as possible while he still has time on this realm of his existence. So,
Ooh. Fucking Joey.
love Joey. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I cannot say a bad word about Joey. You look at what he did for Brody in that fight. And how can you really say anything negative about Joey?
No, and I mean, people have their opinions on it. Should he have wrestled? Should he have not wrestled? Should you let a kid that age wrestle?
His
It
mom
is what it
right
is.
there. His mom is feeding into his drive. Like, she sees his passion. Obviously, his dad was a wrestler, grew up in the business. Uncle Bray, I'm sure, or Uncle Wyndham.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can either accept it and give him all the tools to succeed, or you can try to keep him away from it and deal with the fact that a teenager is more than likely going to rebel against the parents' wishes. And what would you prefer? I'd rather nurture it, get him the best resources. That's why he's training with Natty and TJ in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
I guess people's things with it is, what if he gets hurt?
Unfortunately, it comes with the territory.
Yeah.
And he can just as easily get hurt in gym class.
Mm-hmm.
He could be playing baseball in gym class and suffer a concussion. He could be running, doing the 50-yard dash as part of gym class and tear a hamstring, tear his ACL.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it can happen in any part. He's a 14-year-old active teenager.
Yeah.
He could walk to school and something could happen.
Yeah, that is, you're right. You're definitely right.
At least here, he's with trained professionals.
Mm-hmm.
And he's with people that both he and Amanda trust. Because if they didn't trust Joey, if they didn't trust Brett, if they didn't trust Megan, and I lump her in because of the clusterfuck last year, because the final three were Megan, Joey, and Brody. If they didn't trust Megan, then it wouldn't be happening.
Mm-hmm.
I am sure Amanda has full trust in Joey. to not take liberties with her son
Yeah.
and to be as careful as possible. And thankfully, nothing happened.
Yeah. And he's not doing it all the time.
Yeah. Like, it was his first singles match, not counting training matches that I'm sure they have in the dungeon.
Really? It was his first ever singles match?
First singles match, yeah. Because he was, like I said, he was in the clusterfuck last year. So that was his first match.
And how old is
this is his first one-on-one. He's 14.
Wow.
And
4 more years.
And just for context, Izzy had her first match at 16. So is it really that big of a difference?
No, I guess you're right.
You know, and Izzy had her first match at Mission Pro, ran by Thunder Rosa. You know, talents there like Tiffany Nieves, Jasmine Allure, Alejandra Quintanilla, names who we've all interviewed. You know, Ren Sinclair came through Mission Pro. Roxanne Perez was on Mission Pro's very first show. You know, Roxanne Perez, another one, started wrestling before she was 18.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio was having lucha matches at like 14, 15 years old. Before he was Rey Mysterio, when he was still Calibre, which is Hummingbird. So it's like it's not a unique circumstance. Like I said, I think it all just comes down to how much heart, desire, and passion do you have for the business? And would you rather your kid do it the right way with your full support and your resources, or would you rather them do it the wrong way and sneak around behind your back?
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like we've been doing a huge disservice to this match not calling it, but
Sorry.
no, it's good because we kind of got on that side tangent because of Joey, and Joey is still in the match, but huge superplex there by Ken Dixon.
No, this match they've been doing really well in this match. They have been really. One thing I can say about Joey too is he's good at selling. His selling is really, really good. So like they're bumping for each other. This match is hidden. This match is definitely hidden.
I honestly don't know why Joey isn't on TV still. Like I don't know the circumstances of his AEW run, why he left. You know, did his contract just expire?
I would think it did.
You know, like what happened with Joey in AEW? Because I know he was there for a minute. With Megan being there now, nice half and half suplex into a pin there. You know, with Megan there now, is there any kind of possibility in opening the door to bring him back? You know, I'm not sure the technicalities and the specifics there, but like I'd love to see Joey on a legitimate, no disrespect to GCW, but a legitimate weekly television product.
Yeah.
You know, again, let me see Joey in TNA. I think TNA could really benefit from a Joey Janela. And I don't think he'd be too expensive for them either. You know, unlike some of the names with the WWE releases.
Yeah.
I think Joey would be affordable.
Both getting to their feet. Oh.
Nice forearm strike by Dixon. Joey giving one back. Ken with the receipt. Joey giving it back.
You're really going
and
back
Dixon
and forth.
looks like he's really trying to flex and get his offense here. Nice flurry of forearms. And Joey Janela is just like, nah, that's enough for that. That doesn't work for me anymore, brother. Joey off the ropes, walks right into a big boot by Dixon. Dixon off the ropes and a running boot. Paintbrushes the face of Janela. Off the ropes again, runs into a clothesline this time by Janela. Janela hooks the leg, gets two. Dixon kicks out. I don't think we're going to have two matches end with clotheslines back to back.
No.
Vertical suplex, Joey with a bit of a disrespectful cover sitting on Dixon. Only a 2 count.
What's he doing?
Looking for some kind of shenanigans. There's a door.
Mm-hmm. There's some chairs.
Oh, there go the chairs. Yep. Bring them into the ring. Gonna get a door bridge.
What's he getting now? More chairs? Is that more chairs?
It is more chairs. You must be a little bit ahead of me.
I think so. Maybe. You might be right. I'm trying to slowly pause.
Okay. And Joey throwing another chair into the ring. It looks like from the timekeeper's table. And a chair to the back of Dixon by Janela.
Oof.
And cracking him with it. Full force. Now Joey just taunting. This is arrogant heel Joey at his best. Kind of waiting for Joey to go back babyface, though. Like, he only seems to turn heel around spring break so he can work heel at his event. But then the rest of the year, he's almost always a babyface. At least from my experience. Because he was heel against Sabu. Oof. Turned heel to face Sabu. Then within like a month after spring break, he was back being a babyface. Then he turned to start the Brody Lee program. That's over now. So I would say that by the end of May, he should be back to being a babyface again. Joey's that type of dude that the fans love because he is GCW.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say Tremont's more. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I think of Joey in the same vein that I think of like almost like a Raven to ECW.
Okay.
I wanted to say Dreamer, but Tremont definitely is the heart and soul.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, wouldn't the heart? Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. Because I mean, Gage is not there.
Yeah,
so I would agree.
Tremont is definitely the heart and soul of GCW, like Dreamer was ECW. But Tremont has also been champion more than Dreamer was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dreamer's whole goal was to never be champion.
Dreamer's whole goal?
Yeah, he never wanted to be champion.
Oh, okay.
And he became tag champs with Raven because the Dudleys left. And he became world champion because Taz left. Taz was awesome.
Oof. Oh. Wow.
Huge pile driver through the chairs by Dixon and only a 2 count. Janela able to kick out of it.
Oh. Cutter.
Yep. Out of nowhere, RKO and another one. Low angle. Janela doing the cutthroat, saying that's it. Ken Dixon, though, with a nice double leg, driving Janela through the door, pulls him back, goes for the pin attempt. Joey kicks out.
Oof. Jesus, Joey just going to town.
Joey went to wield the chair, but Dixon with a big boot knocking it out of his hand. Both men with furies of punches. Janela, Death Valley driver through the chairs.
There you go, Walter. Break the doors down.
Break the doors down. Another Death Valley driver, just Jesus, crumpling that chair. Joey hooks the leg. 2, 3. Academic from that point. Joey Janela with the victory here over Ken Dixon. What's up, Matt? Good to see you popping in the chat. Got Matt here, got Safet here, got Walter here.
Everybody.
The regulars. Got 17 people watching us across all the platforms we're streaming on. Huge shout out to all of you guys. I'm definitely going to need you to be on hog for at least the first match or two, just so that I can fix my dinner, you know, because I have a feeling there's not going to be enough time in the in-between.
I will.
As you sit here yawning.
Sorry.
To me, if I'm tired, you over here yawning too, bro. At least I'm trying to like cover my mouth and shit.
No,
You're just like,
sorry. Sorry, guys. I think that drove away all 17 viewers. Yeah, no.
Right?
Oh.
Now we're going to look at tomorrow, GCW and Philly. Philly over the years, and tomorrow we come to the ECW arena.
Should be fun. Oh my God, Megan Bain.
Okay, I'm gonna say this about Megan, and I swear I'm not trying to knock, but I'm just keeping things a buck. She looks way bigger on TV than she is in real life.
Yes.
Because when I saw her in the hallways, you know, to try to stop her to give her award, and she was like, I'm in a hurry, or else I would. She is nowhere near the goddess like height that you expect seeing her on TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
she's my height or shorter, and I'm 5'10". She was probably about 5'7". You know?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to figure her boots and that headdress are what make her look so mammoth.
And AEW does a good job with their camera angle on it too.
100%. But so, fellas, don't be super intimidated. Step into Megan Bain. She's not as huge as she appears on TV.
Because we're watching GCW, it just clicked into my head. Congratulations to Redacted. Motherfucker got married.
Right? I was going to say that towards the end, but yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You didn't know. You weren't here pre-show for me to give you the cliff notes on, but
guys,
but yeah, congratulations to Redacted and Kenzie getting married.
That's awesome.
This match is going to fuck Nick Gage and Bear Bronson at the ECW arena.
Can't wait. I can't wait to watch. That's going to be fun.
That'll be you and Walter tomorrow, bro, because I got to work.
Yeah. To love. Who says? Is this Grado?
Greg Excitement.
Oh.
Oh, Greg Excellent, excuse me. Greg Excellent is going to be part of a match that just got announced for tomorrow. It's a bunch of OGs. Nate Webb, Ruckus, Greg Excellent, and B-Boy versus 4 of the youngsters. Flying Ryan, Teriyaki, Jimmy Lloyd, and I forget who the 4th is.
Interesting. Okay.
But it's going to be like Team OG versus Team New Booty at the ECW Arena. And the fact that Jeff Meacham and I were having a conversation yesterday and we mentioned B-Boy, you know, SoCal resident, the New Age Punisher, longtime friend of ours, is actually going to be in that match. It's like, and of course I have to work. Like, I've got a New Age Punisher t-shirt in my closet. Like, we were so tight, he actually spent the night at our apartment one time after a frickin' Battleground Pro Wrestling show.
That's awesome.
We were up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, just chilling on the balcony, shooting the shit. And then he crashed and went home like the next day.
Mm.
Because, I mean, you got to figure, he's from San Diego. That's a 2.5 hour drive after all of that stuff. So it's like, the hell is this? Sturdy Sal? Okay, this is our comic relief matchup.
Looks like he could be part of Varsity Blondes, Varsity Athletes.
Sturdy Sal and Greg Excellent.
Interesting. Okay.
Some more local talent here. Scarlett Donovan, our official for this contest.
What the fuck? Did he just undo it? Oh.
Well, they did call him the pride of professional wrestling.
Uh-oh, look at him. Yeah.
Greg Excellent with some finger action here. Really going.
Yes.
Just calling it like I see it, bro.
Some
Dirty Sal into the 3-point stance. Charges at Greg Excellent. Bounces right off of him. Second attempt, same result. Sturdy Sal taking the straps down, choosing against it, puts it back up, back in the 3-point stance. Greg Excellent puts his hands up, stops him. Now they're having a conversation in the middle of the ring. Scarlett is like, are we going to wrestle or what? I like Scarlett's facials.
Interesting.
Maybe it's being a little nitpicky, but I don't feel that Scarlett's facials are as over the top as Aubrey's are. I feel like they convey the same emotion a lot of the time, like, oh shit, that hurt, that sucks. But I feel like Aubrey is over animated and Scarlett's a little bit more understated. It could also be the difference of being on weekly television and trying to get that facial for like TNT, TBS.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the That's the main thing I don't like about Aubrey is that she's so overreactive that it almost feels like she's trying to make herself part of the match. And referees are supposed to be virtually invisible until it's time for that 3 count.
Mm.
And Scarlett, I feel, does it a little bit better. Again, you see her give some of the same reactions, but they're just a little bit more understated.
Mm-hmm.
Huge shoulder tackle. Finally, Sturdy Sal takes the big man down. Runs in for a punt. Greg Excellent sells even though he didn't even touch him. Senton splash, gets a 2 count. Greg Excellent kicks out. Okay, this match, I know we're still in the early goings. We haven't even gotten out of first gear, let alone second. This is bad.
Yeah.
Especially for as deep in the card as we are. Like, if you wanted to have the second or third, cool. But to have it this deep in the card, I'm having a little issue with this.
Yeah, I'm not. Honestly, I'm looking down and looking up. This is not entertaining.
I wouldn't say it's not entertaining, but just it's sloppy. That's my problem, is it's way too sloppy to be this high up on the card.
Mm.
Schoolboy from Excellent and Sturdy Sal gets let out. Backslide. Only a 2 count. Huge sidewalk slam. Hooks the leg. Sturdy Sal this time actually kicks out. The other 2 times he was just basically let out.
Did you, Walter? Damn, is all women named Scarlett hot?
I mean, and she's a sweetheart to boot. Like, she's another one we talked to a little bit. Told her we'd love to have her on the show. Get like a referee's perspective. Because we're talking to all these different wrestlers and promoters. Like, we got to respect the zebras too.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, GCW doesn't really wear stripes, but like, the refs need some love because they're out there. They got to make hard decisions sometimes. Huge spear there from Sturdy Sal. Gets 2. Greg Excellent kicks out. Sturdy Sal's face looks like if Starboy Charlie and Alec Price had a kid.
Oh my god, I can't not see that now.
And especially with like the star on his tights there.
Oh, excuse me.
Taking the straps down.
Oh. Wow.
Huge double leg spine buster there. Just rolls on top of Greg Excellent. Greg Excellent kicks out at 2.
Blue 42. Blue 42. Rover.
Not even up onto his feet yet. There he goes. Sidesteps.
Ooh.
And just chucks the football to the nether regions.
What are we doing?
Now he is peeling his singlet off. This is a side of Greg Excellent I definitely did not need to see this evening. Charges in cannonball to Sturdy Sal. On top of him. And that is it. 3 count. At least it is over now.
What did we just watch?
I'm not entirely sure. And I don't know if I want to see it again.
No,
But just remember, Greg Excellent's going to be on the OG team tomorrow with Ruckus and Nate Webb and B-Boy. Yeah, 100%, Walter. The best part of the match is that it ended.
Thank God.
And here we're taking a look at everywhere that GCW will be coming. Tonight they're in Maryland. Tomorrow the ECW Arena in Philadelphia. 3-day weekend, May 15th, 16th, and 17th. Detroit, Michigan at Harpo's. Sauget, Illinois at Pop's Nightclub. Des Moines, Iowa at the Vol Air Ballroom. May 23rd and 24th in France and Italy. Those will be 2 very early shows for us. June 6th and 7th back at the Showboat in Atlantic City for TOS COS. June 13th, Jersey Championship Wrestling back at the Mecca. June 19th and 20th, Cincinnati, Ohio and Indianapolis, Indiana, the 20th Century Theater and the Fountain Square Theater, respectively. June 27th and 28th, Los Angeles, California and Mesa, Arizona, the Ukrainian Cultural Center and the Nile Theater, respectively. July 11th, Hartford, Connecticut, the Webster Theater. July 18th and 19th, Dallas, Texas, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, Gillies and the Property Event Center, respectively. Walter mad that he moves from Connecticut and they keep going there. Need to get some GCW up in NorCal. That way he can go to a GCW show up there. That could be a back-to-back weekend for me because Los Angeles, California, June 27th, and then there's another company that is actually going to be running their first ever show July 3rd that I have networked with and will be having somebody on to represent and talk about it. Looking at the end of May. So be on the lookout for that. I may end up going to 2 weeks of shows there.
It's about me. This is a tag team match, no?
Possibly. Yep. Ruckus, Ricky Morton, and Don Freeze.
I'm a hustler.
Now, don't be fooled by this graphic. I just didn't see an updated one. Otis Koger is out of action after the cage match at the Clusterfuck. He is being replaced by KJ Orso. But it'll still be Atticus and Napier, supposedly.
This should be an interesting match.
Oh, 100%. And I don't know if you heard when you were off camera there, but another brand new promotion starting up that I've kind of secured an interview with some of the people for. So that'll be interesting coming soon.
Which promotion?
It is called T4T. It is a company that is going to specialize in kind of putting over the trans and non-binary wrestlers in
Oh,
professional wrestling.
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
I saw the company, promoted on X, reached out to them, got an almost immediate response saying that they were down, let's do it. Asked who I was corresponding with because no name was given on the email. Come to find out, it is the artist formerly known as Kid Bandit, who had her retirement match at Big Gay Brunch that we
That's
got to
awesome.
see. And I don't know if you remember story time with Uncle Jay afterwards, but I had gone up to Kid and told her that, seeing her get emotional had gotten me emotional and that I wanted to interview her anyways. So knowing that she is one of the forces behind this, almost kind of fortuitous. You know what I mean? KJ Orso now in the ring representing the heel team.
Here comes the
Familiar
Vandals.
Vandal music. Christian Napier and Atticus Koger representing the family-born gang Vandal 48. I love their theme music, dude. I'm not sure if it's a slowed down version or if it's a remake, but it's EA Ski's Blast If I Have To. Famously used in the Ice Cube movie Friday. Right? Walter's saying seeing them in person made him an even bigger fan than he already was. Same. It was my first time seeing Napier live. I'd seen Atticus multiple times at the UCC, seen Otis once or twice, but this was the first time getting to see Napier. And all three of them are just chill as fuck. Marcus Mathers will be taking on Atticus Koger tomorrow at the ECW Arena for the title. Philly's finest, challenging for the title at arguably the most famous independent wrestling arena in Philadelphia. Starting off furious here, we got Don Freeze and Atticus, Ruckus and Napier, and Orso and Morton. Triple back body drops by the baby faces here. I love how GCW uses renders of Ricky Morton from like the 80s. Like, get an updated picture to use, bro. He don't look like that no more.
No.
It'd be like me promoting Steve Austin and using freaking Hollywood Blonde's Steve Austin instead of like the bald-headed Texas rattlesnake. Now, Ruckus looking for some semblance of payback as he was supposed to be in the big match at the Hybrid Pro Wrestling Unplugged show, but the Vandals attacked him and took him out. So there is a little bit of backstory going into this match. Atticus had completely disrespected Ruckus, talking about he used to play him in the Backyard Wrestling video game.
Yeah.
Play as him, I guess I should say. Huge snap suplex by Atticus, floats over, hooks the leg for a 2 count. Great execution by the leader of Vandal 48. Now Atticus just biting the forehead of Ruckus. Tags in his cousin, Christian Napier. KJ wanting the tag here, but I don't know if Atticus can truly trust KJ. This
Sure,
may
he
be
could.
this may be a partnership of convenience as opposed to want. Napier going after Morton, bringing him in so that he can do a little bit of dirty-handed tactics to Ruckus.
JJ, I'll be right back.
No worries. Walter in the chat saying, sorry, Noah, but fuck Ohio. Clap, 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 clap. Atticus back in now, back on Ruckus. Again, the Vandals just asserting their dominance here on Ruckus. Irish Whip sends the OG into the corner. Ruckus gets a boot up. Hops up to the middle rope. Atticus step up Instaguri here. Rocks the OG. Headbutt from Ruckus. Tornado facebuster. Tornado bulldog. Atticus looking for a tag, but reaching for the wrong corner. Don Freeze in. Elbow to Napier. Elbow to KJ. Huge turnaround Insaguri and a kip up by Freeze. RVD style Insaguri. Huge shoulder tackle by Don Freeze and then a back handspring. But he just eats a boot by Koger. Rolls him over, hooks the leg, gets 2, Freeze kicks out. KJ Orso tagging himself in here. But instead of feeding Don Freeze to KJ, he sent him into the opposite corner. KJ with the coast to poke. Taunton Ricky Morton. Goes for a pinfall attempt, only gets a 2 on Don Freeze. Napier in now. Snapmare to Don Freeze. Drop kick to the back of the head and neck. Hook of the leg, gets a 2 count. What a difference a year and some facial hair makes. Napier went from like this pretty boy to almost like a grizzled young vet, you know? The hair, the stubble. Ricky Morton in illegally. Allows the triple team here. KJ getting some rib shots in. Atticus biting. Atticus in, stomping the boots to Don Freeze. Little double team Irish whip. Meteora from Napier rolls through. And a Bronco Buster now from Napier.
Bronco Buster. The fact that Ricky is still wrestling at this age is crazy.
Well, but notice how much has Ricky been in the ring during this match?
Not much.
It's like he's done his run-ins, but he hasn't been a legal participant yet. It's been all Don Freeze and Ruckus. So to your point, it's like, yes, he can still maneuver and do his things, but it's not like Ricky's in there pulling the weight of the match. You know? I can't hear you. Don Freeze desperately trying to get a tag to Ruckus. Napier perched on the top turnbuckle. Don Freeze springboards himself up. Spanish fly from the middle rope. Orso wants a tag. Atticus wants a tag. Napier closer to KJ, but he's reaching for Atticus. Ricky Morton in now, just cleaning house on the Vandals. Little noggin knocker to Napier and Orso, and a noggin knocker to Orso and Koger. Don Freeze going up to the top. Goes for a corkscrew, misses it. Atticus just stomping the hell out of Morton. Napier gets Ruckus out of the ring. Atticus forces the tag from KJ. Code breaker from Napier, holding Freeze on the ropes. Moonsault from Koger. KJ tags himself in.
What's he doing? Uh-oh, here we go. It's breaking down.
Mm-hmm. No honor amongst thieves here. KJ's got his hands on Atticus's belt. Atticus snatching it from him. Napier getting Don Freeze up. KJ snatches the belt, hits Napier.
Miscommunication.
Atticus and Orso fighting over the title. Ruckus comes through, splashes on it, ends up doing a noggin knocker to Orso and Koger. Double team drop kicks from Don Freeze and Ruckus. Destroyer from Morton to Orso. Goes for the pinfall. Ricky Morton just pinned KJ Orso after a Canadian Destroyer.
Wow. And that must be something that they're going to play out after, too.
100%. 100%. They're planting seeds for Atticus's rivalries going forward. You've got the Brass Rain and Manders. You just had what went down with KJ. It's the Vandals versus GCW. It doesn't matter that it's heel versus heel. It's the Vandals versus GCW. And KJ, whether you like him or not, is squarely on Team GCW because he's not a Vandal.
No, he's not.
Now I get a little package here for Ruckus, who is going into the 2300 Hall of Fame tomorrow.
Good on him.
See footage of him with El Generico, Human Tornado. I know that guy. I have that mask.
So I just want to let you know, with this Raptors game, they're tied, and they're going to OT. This is major.
Nice. Congratulations to Ruckus going into the 2300 Hardcore Hall of Fame. Taking a look at a similar makeup match as we're going to have tomorrow. The OGs and the youngsters. Time for our main event.
Woo! Wow, the Buffalo Sabres take out the Bruins. And the Lightning force Game 7.
Nice.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, if the Lightning Game 7 and the Raptors Game 7 are on at the same time, unfortunately, the Lightning take precedent, bro.
Yeah.
So we got Jimmy Lloyd, Lil Sicko, and Nino Extremo here. Apparently Jimmy Lloyd is in for Mr. Danger. Lil Sicko looks like he'd fit in at the Juggalo show.
Mm-hmm.
Make him the third member of the Brothers of Funstruction.
Jesus Christ, man.
What?
Nothing. While this entrance is going on, I'm looking at the TV.
Oh. Especially since his rain jacket is half and half. Like, I think it's Ruffo wears both sleeves and Yabo wears no sleeves. And Lil Sicko's jacket had one sleeve.
Yeah.
Like, it's the perfect hybrid. Like, he could be their cousin, like Walter said. Here come the rejects. John Wayne Murdoch, Reed Bentley, soon to be joined by the new, as of the GCW spring break shit collective, ultraviolent champion Matt Tremont. What is Murdoch doing?
I have no idea. Yes.
And there is the music. The synthesizer sounds of Jonathan Cain and Journey with Separate Ways. I wish Walter was here right now to talk about that experience, hearing Separate Ways in the building. Like, dude, I'm telling you, it's like a religious experience.
Dude, I got to experience the final countdown.
Champion making his way around the ringside area, high-fiving all the fans.
the World Tag Team Champions, the team of the American Deathmatch Ace, John Wayne Murdoch, and his tag team partner, Reed Hardhouse Bentley. They are the
Haven't seen a whole lot of Reed Bentley this past year. Seen Murdoch here and there, but seen Bentley very sporadically.
Tremont. Here we go.
Yep, looks like it's going to be Nino Extremo starting things off for the new generation, and John Wayne Murdoch for the OGs.
It's time for your main event.
Teased the Greco-Roman knuckle lock and caught him with a boot to the midsection. Bent Murdoch right here on the offense in the early goings. Chopping Nino Extremo. Irish whip sends Nino into the turnbuckle. Murdoch charges in, but Nino moves out of the way. Nino runs in. Murdoch sends him over the top rope. Nice step up enziguri kick from Nino. Springboard into a clothesline. Drops Murdoch.
Good move.
Yep. Bentley in. Nice jumping spin kick from Nino. Drops Reed Bentley. Tag into Lil Sicko. Sicko with the springboard crossbody. Drops Reed Bentley. Both men just throwing rights. Nice spin kick. Jesus, I don't know even what that's called, like a kappa kick. Flying head scissors sends Bentley into the ropes into the 619 position.
Here we go, little Sicko.
What is the area code for Maryland? Because we just caught him with the 619. And Bentley tags in Tremont. Sicko rolls to the outside. He's like, I want no part of Tremont. And here comes Jimmy Lloyd. I don't know if you can even really call Jimmy Lloyd like the new generation. Like
No, I think he's older. No?
He's definitely older than the other two, like more experienced than the other two. Jimmy Lloyd off the ropes, goes for a clothesline, ducks Tremont's clothesline. Both men end up dropping each other center of the ring.
It's weird not seeing Tremont in an ultra violent match.
Oh, give it time. All 6 of these men are deathmatch wrestlers. All 6 of them are deathmatch wrestlers. This is probably going to get bloody. We see the action now spill into the outside. Nino and Murdoch over by one set of guardrails. Making their way behind the timekeeper's table. There you see the ring bell. Tremont and Jimmy Lloyd have a little bit of plunder. Garbage can hit to the head of Jimmy Lloyd. Now Murdoch's got a trash can lid. Smacks Jimmy Lloyd with it. Murdoch gives it back to Tremont.
Remember how you said there was going to be plunder?
Mm-hmm. Look, they found a broken door. Reed Bentley's like, why use a new one? Let's just use this one. It's still good. Trash can to the head of Tremont. Tremont swinging it air. Butt of the trash can to the head of Lil Sicko. We need the split screens here. We can't just have one camera trying to follow all this. It's too crazy. Thankfully, right now, they're all on one side of the ring, but like as soon as they start moving again, they need to go to split screens.
You know
Use
what we
the
do need?
GCW World screen.
You know what we do need?
What?
We need somebody's asshole to bleed. We need some bleeding assholes. I haven't seen a good bleeding asshole in a while.
Wait till tomorrow when they're at the ECW arena.
Oh my god. It's going to be so much.
Spike pile driver to Lil Sicko on the concrete by the Rejects. And now using a fan to kick Lil Sicko. Lil Sicko reminds me of the low-budget version of Darby Allin. Another fan coming boot first to Lil Sicko.
So now when you guys were a fan at the GCW events, I honestly I can't remember back. Was there any plunder matches? And if there were you asked before the show, like, hey, like there's plunder, like was there any of that or no?
No, there was no like, hey, this could get messy, mind yourself type of disclaimer. Now we're using a kid to kick Little Sicko. That's awesome. That young fan is going to remember that for the rest of his life. Core memory unlocked. But as far as plunder matches, don't forget, we were there for that steel cage for Tremont.
Yeah, that's what. So you guys weren't warned?
Nah. We knew coming in that it was going to be a steel cage match.
Mm-hmm.
When you walked into the building, the cage was up and the plunder was all around the inside of the ring. It's like you knew exactly what was about to happen. And you knew the blood feud leading up to that moment. You know, it wasn't something that they just decided, oh, let's have this type of match here. No. Again, it was their WrestleMania. Like, this had been building. You knew coming to the show what you were getting into. There we go. There's the split screen. They heard me. Because I even said, go to the Game Changer world and notice right there the logo on the bottom.
I was gonna say, don't we know somebody from there, or aren't we cool with people from there?
We are. Shout out to John and B.
Oh, buddy, that's one thing that I'm super excited about. Is stay tuned for all the collabs we're gonna have. It's gonna be fucking mental. We're gonna be hosting the Simply Reliable Studios' first ever Canadian cookout. It's gonna be fun.
By Tim Hortons.
Yes, the Canadian cookout will be great. I already invited a few guests, so be prepared.
Easy there, Seabiscuit. Easy there.
I invited the entire world. Oh, that hurt my head.
I've been communicating with one of the podcasts that you set me up with, trying to set something up, just trying to work on my schedule right now. I'm waiting for work to drop the next couple of weeks. They've been lagging.
Are you?
I am.
Are you? Ooh, I wonder who. Whoever you've spoken to, like the guys that we've interacted with, they're a bunch of gems, all of them. So I can't wait to collab and kind of that's where I see us going. I see us growing by touching different audiences, and working with different people. Like it's so much fun to do. Uh-oh. Nice. All right. Love it.
Like I said, just waiting for schedules to get posted.
Marley.
Because right now I've only got my schedule through next week. Yeah, through the 12th. Because our schedules go Wednesday through Tuesday. So I've only got my schedule through the 12th right now. So I'm kind of waiting for the next couple weeks to get posted. Then I'll figure out the date for the T for T interview. Then can figure out some of the other stuff. But
you got some big ladders. Jesus.
Yes. Those are the Jeff Hardy specials.
Ah.
And Lil Sicko looks like he's perfect for that. Again, with the Darby Allin comparison, like that looks like the type of ladder Darby would climb. It looks like the type of ladder Lil Sicko will be into. And those are affectionately called the Jeff Hardy special.
Yeah. Hold on.
The 20-footers. Huge moonsault off the ladder knocks out just about everybody there. The only one I don't see is Nino Extremo.
Oh, excuse me. Oh my God.
Look at this again.
Yo, little Sicko, you're Sicko.
I'm sure that's how he got his name. And here comes Nino Extremo. Over the top, through the door bridge, go Bentley and Murdoch, it appears. Nino with the stalled drop kick there to Murdoch, and now setting up a chair. Is he looking to go coast to coast here?
I'd be surprised if he makes it.
Terminator.
Really.
Coast to coast. On the eve of a show at the old ECW arena, Nino Extremo pulling out an RVD classic. Nice slingshot springboard moonsault there. Gets a 2 count as Nino onto Murdoch. Nino is really impressing me.
Ooh.
Went for a springboard off the top rope and met a chair chucked by Bentley. Here comes
Oh,
little
but
Sicko. Suicide dive.
nice.
Takes out Bentley. And now
Here's Tremont.
Clothesline turns Sicko inside out. Death Valley driver through the door. Tremont rolls Sicko over, hooks the leg, and Jimmy Lloyd in with a chair to break it up. Taboo throw chair from Lloyd to Tremont.
I was going to say,
Murdoch with a Yakuza kick.
I was going to say, it
Lloyd
must.
to the outside. Nino Extremo quick pull up. Shining Wizard.
Ooh.
Now you can try and get your point in. The action was too furious there, Nick.
Wow. I was going to say, it must suck to take a chair shot like that. My back. Just seeing that, I'm like,
Right? Nino and Sicko now climbing up to the middle turnbuckle. Murdoch perched up top. Here comes Reed Bentley. We're going to set up for the proverbial Tower of Doom spot here? No. Sicko on Bentley's shoulders. Face first into the turnbuckle. Nino on one side with Murdoch. Sicko on the other side with Bentley. Pepsi plunge to Lil Sicko. Avalanche code red. Murdoch hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. And Nino Extremo kicks out. What the actual hell?
Huh?
Even Murdoch is like, what the heck? That should have been it. And Nino kicks out again from a double team maneuver. Bentley charges at Lloyd. Lloyd pulls down the top rope. Lloyd off the rope, ducks the clothesline. Suicide dive to the outside, takes out Bentley. Jimmy Lloyd back in. Murdoch tries to chase after him. Schoolboy, 2. Almost gets a 3 count as Lloyd. Super kick from Lloyd rocks Murdoch. Another super kick. Third super kick.
We're having a super kick party.
But doing this match like it's a video game, just spamming super kicks. Jimmy Lloyd calling for something, has Bentley on his shoulders, maybe an electric chair into that chair. Vertical suplex puts Lloyd through the chair. Murdoch hooks the leg, and that is it.
That's it.
I'm not going to lie, that feels kind of anticlimactic. With some of the big offenses, that Avalanche Code Red just through a chair is what did it. Like, feels kind of anticlimactic. But there you go, the winners of this match, the OGs. Matt Tremont, Reed Bentley, and John Wayne Murdoch, the rejects. Murdoch looking at the Ultraviolent Championship as he hands it. Bentley intercepts it and then gives it to Tremont. Nice shake of the hand there. Could that be planting the seed of something down the road? Copyright lower third. All three men have their arms in the air.
Uh-oh, but he's still looking at it.
Murdoch, yeah, he's staring a hole at that title.
That's crazy.
I
Oh,
could see
man.
homecoming. I could see homecoming being Tremont and Murdoch for that title in Atlantic City. GCW logo is up. I'm taking a look at Tremont and Napier from March this year.
He's already has the NBA talking about him, and he did it, right? He stepped up in a huge way.
Does that mean the show is over?
I think so, yeah. I think this may be leading to set something else up.
We'll see. This is where starts are made.
Oof.
And they're kind of showing the highlights, everything that led to. Oh, this is the Marcus Mathers promo.
Congratulations, Darko. Obviously,
Mathers versus Kogar?
Yeah, Mathers versus Atticus tomorrow for the title.
On the bench in overtime to sort of rally your team.
Keep in mind, Marcus is from Philly. He's Philly's finest, and we're in Philly at the ECW Arena tomorrow.
And he's an ID across the back.
If there's one thing that Brett loves, it's giving those hometown, stories.
Yeah. And is Marcus Mathers an ID prospect?
He is.
You'd think it'd be showcased a little. I wouldn't think he's an ID prospect.
He's showcased quite a bit. He's on Evolve.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Evolve all the time, but he's on Evolve. He's heavily featured on GCW content.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the GCW content.
Him and Cartwheel are like on almost all the GCW shows.
Yeah.
So, and we've got a lone black screen. That is probably going to be it. So, we're going to sign off. That way I can start preparing my dinner.
Yeah, I got to finish my dinner.
And then we will see you guys in about 15 minutes for House of Glory along with Walter. It'll be Walter and Nick for the outset. And then as soon as I'm done eating, I will tag in, get that hot tag, and Nick can join for as long as he wants. And we may even have another special guest joining us for that.
Ooh.
Make sure you guys tune in. Thank you all for joining us.
We'll see y'all soon.
Of GCW Express Lane.
Ooh, I like that graphic. Bye, guys.